Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So if you are preparing for SAP SD interviews, working as a support consultant or learning SAP SD configuration, then today's video is one of the most important video for you. Today we are going to learn sales document control. The code is VOV8. We will understand every field available in VOV8 one by one. Not only that, for the important fields, I will also show you the live system impact. Like for example, if I enable sales document block, we will immediately create a sales order and see how SAP blocks the document. Similarly, we will see the impact of reference mandatory, number increment, and few more important configuration. So by the end of this video, you will not only know what every field means, but also understand why businesses use it and how it impacts the system. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So first we'll understand what is sales document type. Okay, so before opening VOP8, let's first understand one basic question. What exactly is the sales document type? So whenever we create any sales order in SAP, whether it is an inquiry, quotation, sales order, rush order, cash sales, returns, credit memo, debit memo request, we always selected document type. So that document type controls the complete behavior of the document. Okay, it decides things like can the order be created directly, should a reference document be mandatory, which number range should be used, which delivery type should be used, which billing type should be created, should credit checks happen, should delivery be blocked, should billing be blocked. So in short, almost the complete behavior of sales order is controlled by sales document type. So to configure this, SAP provides a transaction code VOV8. Okay, I will show you path as well. So to open path, go to SPRO, SAP reference IMG, then sales and distribution, sales, sales document header, define sales document type. Okay, otherwise you can directly go to transaction VOV8. So this transaction is nothing but the setting of the sales order type. Like when we buy any mobile phone, then we need to do some setting, right? So in SAP for sales document type as well, we have setting. Okay. So in VOV8, we can maintain the sales order type and we can do the required configuration. Okay. Now we are inside the VOV8. Here you can see the sales document type. Okay, currently I am opening OR. Okay, so currently I am opening OR, which is the standard order. So OR is the most commonly used sales document type. Okay, similarly SAP provides many standard document type like for inquiry ION, QT for quotation, RE for return, CR for credit memo, CS for cash sales, RO for rush order, etc. So in projects, company also create custom document type by copying this standard document type. If it starts with Z or Y, then that document type is customized one. Okay. Now to show you demo, I will open OR. Okay, OR is the standard document type. Also, if you want to create customized one, okay, then you can simply copy this one OR. Click on copy. Here you can change name like ZOR. Sales order. Okay, click on enter and then save. Then it will create new order type. Okay, it will copy all details like all configuration. So here I will open standard one. Okay, here this is nothing but the sales document type, and this one is the description. You can edit this description as well. Okay, then first field is SD document category. Okay, so this will tell SAP what kind of document this is. For example, A represents for inquiry, B represents for quotation, represents for order. Okay, since OR is a standard order, the category is maintained as C. Okay, SAP uses this category internally during the document processing and copy control. Okay, then we have an indicator. So this field is mainly used for SAP internal processing. So in most implementation and support project, we don't modify this field. Okay, so generally it remains blank. Then we have number system. Okay, so first internal number system. This is a one of the most important configuration. We here we have number range internal assignment. So this control the internal number range. Currently, you can see number range is maintained at 0, 1. What does this mean? So whenever user creates a standard order, SAP automatically assigns the next available sales order number from number range 0, 1. Okay, the user doesn't need to enter any document number manually. Okay, let's see this practically. Okay, I will open another screen. Go to transaction VN01. Here we need to maintain the number range for sales documents. Okay, here in VOV8 you can see number range is maintained at 0, 1. So for 0 number range, this range is maintained like 1 to 999. Okay, this NR status is nothing but the total document created. So okay, so if I try to create any sales order, the next sales order number will consider as 29. Okay, so this is nothing but the internal number range. Okay, here it is maintained as 0, 1. So whenever I am going to create a sales document by taking this sales document type, automatically system will consider this number range, and then system automatically creates the document number by taking this reference. Okay, so that's the purpose of internal number range. Then external number range. So unlike the internal number range, this is used when businesses want users to enter sales order number manually instead of SAP assigning the document number automatically. So the user enters it. Okay, so this configuration is mostly used during legacy data migration or while integrating SAP with external system where the order numbers already exist. Okay, that time only we are using this one. Then item number increment. Now let's understand item number increment. So currently the value is maintained as 10. So this will decide how SAP numbers line item inside the sales order. So let's see the impact. Now here you can see item number is maintained as 10. Now I will open another screen and we'll try to create the sales order. Go to T code VA01, maintain order type, sales organization, distribution channel. You can see item is reflecting as a 10. If I maintain the next item or different material, you can see next item is showing as a 20. Then third material becomes 30. So this happened because increment value is maintained as 10. Okay, now let's go back to the VOV8. Okay, I will change the item number increment from 10 to 5 and then we'll save this one. Okay, now again I will try to create sales order. Enter material. Enter. Here you can see item is showing as a 5. Okay, then if I maintain the second item, here you can see item is showing as a 10. Then for third 15 and so on. So this will control how SAP increments the line item. Okay, now I will again change to original configuration. Okay, now sub item increment. So This field is mainly used in bomb scenarios. Suppose one material automatically explodes into a multiple component material. Then the parent item may have item number 10 and the component items become like 11, 12, 13 depending upon the increment maintained here. Okay, in normal sales order, this field usually doesn't have such impact. Only in bomb scenario, we can see like first parent item will show as 10. If I have maintained here 5, then sub item will show as 5, 10, 15, 20, etc. And if I have maintained second parent item, it will show 10, 20. Means whatever maintained sub items, it will show as per the this sub item increment. Now, this field is remaining sales document block. Okay, this is the most important field. So, this field allows us to block the creation of particular sales document type. Imagine a business wants to temporarily stop users from creating the standard order due to system maintenance or business freeze. Okay, so instead of removing user authorization, they can simply activate this sales document block. Okay, let's see this in system. So I will select sales document box checkbox and save the configuration. Here select as a X and I will save this. Now I will open VA01 transaction. Okay, maintain all relevant details. Click on enter. Here you can see sales order type OR is blocked for processing. So SAP displays message indicating that sales document type is blocked and cannot continue creating the order. Okay, now again I will move to VOV8 setting. I will remove this one and will save. Now again I will try to create the sales order. See, system is allowing to create the sales order. So this field is quickly way to stop or allow order creation for specific document type. Okay, then reference mandatory. Normally a standard order can be created directly in VA01. Okay. However, some companies follow a strict business process where every sales order must be created with reference to an approved quotation. Okay. So to enforce this rule, SAP provides this reference mandatory option. So let's activate it and save. Okay. Now here I will maintain reference mandatory as quotation. So generally, while creating sales order, quotation is important. So here under reference mandatory, I will select as a B. Now again, I will try to create the sales order. Click on enter. See. So SAP doesn't allow me to proceed directly. Okay, instead it asks me to enter the reference document such as quotation. If I don't provide the quotation number, I cannot create the order. Okay, see, enter the reference. Now if you enter valid quotation, then system will copy all data from quotation. Okay. Now if I have maintained as inquiry and I will save. Again go to VA01 transaction. Click on see inquiry. So this will ensures that every order is linked to an approved quotation and preventing users from creating unauthorized order. Okay. Next we have check division. So if this option is activated, SAP verifies that the division in the customer master and division in material master are compatible. Okay. If they don't match, then system issues a warning or error based on the configuration. So this helps to maintain the data consistency. Okay. Next we have probability. So this field indicates the likelihood of converting the document into a actual sale. For standard order, it is generally maintained as 100% because an order represents as a confirmed sale. Okay, if you check Okay, if you check for quotation, probability will be 17, I think. Yeah, here you can see. Okay, because for quotation probability is less than 100%. Okay, depending on the business. Okay, and if you check for inquiry, it should be 30%. See. Okay, so probability this field indicates the converting the document into actual sales. Okay, now check credit limit. So this control whether SAP performs credit check during the sales order creation. If customer exceeds the credit limit, SAP can block the order or displays a warning message depending on the credit management configuration. So this helps business to reduce financial risk. Then we have credit group. Okay, so the credit group identifies which type of credit check should be performed. Different business processes such as order creation, delivery creation, or good issue can have different credit checks. So SAP uses the credit group along with the credit control area and risk category to determine the appropriate credit check procedure. Okay, then we have output application. Okay, so for sales order the standard value is V1. Okay, so this will determine which output determination procedure SAP should use. So based on this configuration, SAP can automatically generate outputs such as order confirmation, printouts, emails, or PDF documents. Okay, now I will show you, like as we know, some standard output application. So to maintain or to create output, we are using transaction as a NAC. Okay, so as we know, for sales output, here we can see V1. V1 is for sales output. Generally, for invoice output is very important. In that case, for invoices, application type as a V3. For shipping, V2. So these are some output application. Okay, this control we can maintain in here. Okay, sales document VOV8 transaction. Okay, now material entry type. Okay, so this will control how users enter material while creating the sales order. Here we can see enter with material number, enter with material number, and product catalog determination, etc. So normally when we create an order in VA01, we manually enter the material number. Okay. However, depending on the business requirement, SAP can control different methods of material entry using this configuration. So in most implementation projects, this field is left blank because the standard material entry process is sufficient. Okay, unless the business has a special requirement, or consultants generally don't modify this field. Then we have item division. So if this checkbox is selected, means SAP copies the division from material master into a sales order item. If it is not selected, then SAP uses the division from sales document header instead. Okay. Let's understand this with simple example. Suppose your sales order belongs to division 01, but the material master belongs to division 02. If the item division is active, then item will take division 02 from the material. If it is inactive, the system inherits division 01 from the sales documents. So this field is useful when companies sell product across multiple divisions and want the materials divisions to be reflected in the order. Okay, then next field is read info record. So customer material info record store customer specific information such as customer material number, delivery tolerances, shipping preferences, etc. So if this checkbox is selected, SAP automatically reads the customer material info record. Okay, while creating the sales order, I have created separate video how to create the customer material info record. Okay, this is one of the part of material master data. So for example, if customer ABC calls a product as ABC 100, but internally your company uses the material number as mat 1000, okay, then SAP can automatically display the customer's material number on the order. So this improves customer communication and reduces the manual work. Okay, then check customer reference. So yeah, here you can see. So this field helps to prevent duplicate customer purchase order. Let's say customer sends purchase order number PO1. Okay, then sales order is created successfully. Later, if someone accidentally tries to create another sales order using the same PO number, that is PO1, then SAP checks this reference, and depending on the configuration, SAP can display a warning or stop the user from creating a duplicate order. Okay, so this is extremely useful because duplicate orders can result in duplicate deliveries and invoices. Okay, then we have next checkbox is enter PO number. Okay, if this option is activated, then SAP makes the customer purchase order number mandatory while creating the sales order. Okay, like if we activate this checkbox and save, then while creating VA01, we can see this PO number is mandatory, will become mandatory. Okay, like if we haven't maintained this PO number and we try to save the sales order, system will not allow. Okay, in incompletion log as well, we can see that PO number is missing. So this configuration is widely used in B2B companies, okay, where every customer order must be linked to valid purchase order. Then we have commitment date. So this next field is commitment date. So this field enables commitment date processing for the sales document. So the commitment date represents the date that the company commits to delivering the goods to the customer. Okay, so SAP uses this information during the delivery scheduling and ATP calculation. So in many projects, this field remains blank because scheduling is controlled through standard ATP configuration. Okay, then we have display preceding document. Okay, so when this option is enabled, SAP provides easy access to reference document while processing the sales order. For example, if sales order was created with reference to quotation or a contract, users can quickly navigate to those preceding documents. So this improves document traceability and helps to users to understand complete document flow. Okay, then now let's move to the next section, transaction flow. Okay, so this section controls how the sales document behaves throughout the sale order to cash process. First, we have screen sequence group. Okay, this will control the screen layout that users see during the sales order creation. Different sales document type can have different screen sequence. Okay, for example, a standard sales order, quotation, or returns order may display different tabs or screen depending on the business requirement. In our standard order, the screen sequence group is AU. Okay, if I have maintained inquiry quotation, we can see some fields are mandatory, or when we go to transaction VA11 or VA21, we can see different screen, right? So this field is important. Okay, this is a sales. This OR is a sales order type. So here screen sequence group is maintained as EU. Then incompletion procedure. So this is one of the most important field in VOV8. The incompletion procedure define which fields are mandatory before the sales order can be considered complete. Okay, let's understand with an example. Suppose the business wants every sales order to contain shipping condition, incoterms, and payment term. Okay, if any of these fields are missing, SAP marks the order as a incomplete. Okay, the order can still be saved, but subsequent processes like delivery and billing may be blocked until the missing information is entered. So this helps to ensure complete and accurate data before order processing. So I will show in system level. Okay, like we'll try to create sales order. Go to VA01. Maintain all relevant details. Maintain material, order quantity. Okay. Now go to edit incompletion log. These fields are incomplete. Okay. So behind this incompletion log, this incompletion procedure is working. Okay, here I have maintained 11. So in this standard order, in this incompletion procedure, we need to maintain what are the important fields. So if we haven't maintained that field, system will show those fields in incompletion log. Then we have transaction group. So this field classifies the business transaction internally. Okay, for sales standard order, the transaction group is maintained as sales order. So SAP uses this value internally during the processing and document flow. Okay, then we have document pricing procedure. So it plays a key role in pricing determination. Okay, many beginners get confused about how SAP determines the pricing procedure. So let me explain. So SAP determines the pricing procedure using three elements. First, a sales area, then customer pricing procedure, which is coming from customer master, and document pricing procedure, which we can see in VOVA. So these three values together determine which pricing procedure SAP should use. Okay, so for standard order, the document pricing procedure is usually Y1 or A, etc., depending on the project configuration. So without this field, SAP cannot determine the correct pricing procedure. So to determine pricing procedure, T code is OVKK. Here you can see sales organization, distribution channel, division. This is nothing but the sales area. Document pricing is nothing but the, which we have seen here. Okay, here document pricing procedure, and customer pricing procedure is coming from customer master, and here I have maintained as pricing procedure. Like if I have used cash sales CS. Okay, and like see if I'm creating the sales order with the same sales area with same customer price, but procedure is cash sales, right? So pricing procedure will be different. So how system will determine? This system will determine based on this document pricing procedure, which is maintained in VOVA. So without this field, SAP cannot determine the correct pricing procedure. Okay, then status information, status profile, sorry. So this field allows businesses to assign custom statuses to sales document. For example, under approved, pending finance approval, ready for dispatch. These are customer specific business statuses. Okay, if no custom status management is required, this will remain blank. Okay, like for some projects, while creating the sales order, like once we save the sales order, business user need to take some approvals. Okay, so once higher management approve that sales order, then only we can further proceed. Okay, so for that approval procedure, this status profile is important. Okay, so if no custom status management is required, this will remains blank only. Then alternate sales document type 1 and 2. Okay, so this field allows SAP to automatically propose another sales document type under specific business conditions. So in standard project, these fields are rarely used and generally remain blank one only. Then variant. So a variant field is used to assign specific processing variant to a sales document type. So this is mainly used in specialized industry solution and is rarely maintained in the standard SAP SD implementation. Okay, so these fields are generally remains blank, so we'll not discuss in detail. Then display range. So this control which overview screen and document information are available while processing the sales document. So it mainly influences the user interface and document overview. Okay. Then F code for overview screen. So this field defines the functional code used to open a particular overview screen during the sales order processing. So SAP uses this internally to determine the appropriate screen flow. Then quotation message. Okay, so this will control how SAP handles message related to quotation. Depending on the configuration, SAP may display an information, warning or error message while referencing a quotation. Then we have outline agreement messages. So this field controls the system messages displayed while processing the contract or schedule agreement. Okay, again this is mainly affect message handling. Then message master control contract. So this field determines how SAP behaves when working with master contracts. So it controls message processing during the contract creation and follow-up documents. Then we have product attribute messages. So this field controls warning or information messages related to product attributes maintained in material master. So in most projects, the standard configuration is sufficient. Okay. Then we have incomplete messages. If this checkbox is activated, SAP displays messages whenever incomplete data exists in sales order. So this helps user identify missing mandatory information before further processing. Now let's move to the scheduling agreement section. So these fields are mainly used only for scheduling agreement document types. Okay. Now this is a standard order type. So all fields are showing as a blank. Okay. So because it is only used for scheduling agreement. So first is corresponding delivery type. So this field specifies which delivery type should be created from scheduling agreement. For standard orders, it is generally not maintained. Then usage. This field defines the business usage of the scheduling agreement. So again, this is relevant only for scheduling agreement processing. Then MRP for delivery schedule type. So this field controls how material requirements planning should consider delivery schedules. So it is mainly used in manufacturing company with scheduling agreement. Then delivery block. If maintained, SAP automatically applies a delivery block to a scheduling agreement releases. Okay, for standard order, this field is usually blank. Now let's move to the shipping section. Okay, so the delivery type determines which outbound delivery document SAP should create. Okay, for standard order, the standard delivery type is LF only, which represents outbound delivery. Whenever we create a delivery using VL01EN or through due list processing, SAP refers to this field. Okay, then delivery block. This is another important field. If the delivery block is maintained here, every sales order is created using this document tab automatically receives a delivery block. Okay, let's see the impact. Okay, here we need to select any blocking reason. Okay, delivery block. Now I will select as a missing credit limit. Okay, and I will save this document. Save this configuration. Now open another screen and try to create the sales order. Go to VA01. I will maintain sold to party, ship to party. Click on enter. Here you can see missing credit limit is already populated. Okay, so because of this block, delivery creation will not be possible until this block is removed. Okay, so this is commonly used when order require additional approval before shipping. Okay, now if I maintain here, okay, if I have maintained here check shipping data. Okay, and I will save this one. Okay, and again I will try to create a sales order. Yes, you can see billing block already populated, like check shipping data. Okay, so once we save the order, while creating delivery, system will not allow. We need to again open the sales order, we need to release the block, and then we need to save the sales order. Okay, so this delivery block ensures that every sales order should block. Okay, I will remove this now. So this is commonly used when orders require additional approval before shipping. Now let's move to the next field, that is immediate delivery. Create delivery separately, create delivery immediately, create delivery immediately if quantity confirmed for today. So as the name suggests, this will control um, whether SAP should immediately trigger delivery processing after the sales order is saved. Normally, after creating a sales order, users manually create the outbound delivery using transaction via 01 or through the delivery due list. However, if this checkbox is activated and all required conditions are fulfilled, SAP can automatically create the delivery immediately after saving the sales order. So this configuration is mostly used in rush order or cash sales, okay, where goods are delivered immediately to the customer. Okay, I will create separate video on rush order and cash sales, where you can see when we save the sales order, immediate delivery will create automatically. Okay, so for standard order, this checkbox is generally left unchecked because business usually perform delivery creation separately after order confirmation. So this immediately delivery fields important for cash sales and rush order only. Then shipping condition. This field specifies the default shipping condition that SAP should purpose while creating the sales order. So shipping conditions help SAP to determine the shipping point and route. For example, a company may define different shipping conditions such as standard delivery, express delivery, customer pickup, or courier service. So during sales order creation, SAP combines the shipping condition with loading group from the material master and delivering plan to determine the appropriate shipping point. In most projects, shipping conditions are automatically copied from customer master. So this field is usually left blank. Okay. Then ship con ship to party. Here you can see assign shipping condition from ship to party master record. If shipping condition for ship to party are empty, assign sold to party shipping condition. So if this option selected, SAP copies the shipping condition from ship to party instead of sold to party. So this is useful when the delivery location has different shipping requirements than ordering customer. For example, the sold to party may prefer standard delivery, but the actual ship to party requires express delivery. In such cases, SAP considers the shipping condition maintained for ship to party. Okay, then we have shipping cost information profile. So this field controls how shipping cost information is determined during the transportation planning. It helps SAP to identify the shipping cost calculation profile. So this configuration is mainly relevant when the transportation module is integrated with SAP SD. For normal sales order, this field usually remains blank. Then billing section. So this section controls how billing documents are created from the sales order. The first field is delivery related billing type. Currently, you can see the value F2, okay, which represents the standard invoice. So this means SAP creates the billing document only after delivery has been completed. Okay. let's understand the complete process like sales order, then delivery, PGI and billing. So after PGI, SAP creates an invoice with document type F2. So this is the most common billing process used in almost every implementation project. Then order related billing type. So unlike the previous field, this billing type creates the invoice directly from sales order without waiting for delivery. Like it is nothing but the order related billing. Okay, this is mainly used in service order where delivery generally we are not creating. Like after creating order directly we need to create the invoice. So this is mainly used in service order, consulting services, or scenarios where physical goods are not shipped. For example, software licenses or annual maintenance contract are often billed directly from the sales order. Then intercompany billing type. So this field is used in intercompany business scenarios. Let's understand with an example. Okay, like suppose company A receives the customer order but the goods are actually delivered by the company B. In this case, company B raises an intercompany invoice to company A. Okay, then customer receives the normal invoice from company A. Intercompany billing type determines which billing document SAP should create between two companies. So, the standard billing type used for intercompany billing type is IV. Okay, then billing block. Okay, so if a billing block is maintained here, every sales order is created with the document type automatically receives that billing block. Okay, same as that of delivery block. Okay, now here I will maintain billing block as pricing incomplete and I will save this sales order document type. Now I will try to create the sales order. Go to transaction VA01. Click on enter. Here you can see billing block already there. Okay, pricing incomplete. Then if we try to create sales order, system will allow to create sales order. Even system will allow to create delivery. But while creating billing, system will not allow. It will show like invoice is blocked. Okay, so after releasing this billing block only, we are able to create the invoice. Now I will remove this billing block and will save this configuration. Now again I will try to create the sales order. Here you can see billing block not populated. Why? Because here I haven't maintained any billing block. Okay, this one is also important. Okay, so this configuration useful when finance approval is required before invoice creation. Then we have condition type line items. So this field controls how pricing condition line items should be handled during the billing. So it mainly affects pricing procedure processing and is generally maintained as a part of standard SAP configuration. So most projects do not modify this field. Then we have billing plan type. So billing plans are mainly used when billing is spread across the multiple dates instead of creating one invoice. For example, like monthly rental, annual maintenance, milestone billing, subscription billing. Okay, so this plan type determines how SAP schedule those invoices. Then we have a payment guarantee procedure. This configuration used when company accept payment through credit card. Okay, SAP performs authorization checks before accepting the payment. So depending on the payment guarantee procedure, SAP can authorize, verify and reserve the payment amount. Then we have payment card plan type. This field determines how SAP processes payment card transaction. Here you can see sample periodic invoice plan or sample partial invoice plan, etc. So it controls the authorization and settlement process for credit card payment. If the company doesn't use payment card, this field has no practical impact. Then we have checking group. The last field in billing section is checking group. So this will control additional checking logic related to billing and payment processing. It works together with the payment guarantee procedure and payment card configuration. So in many projects, consultants leave the standard value unchanged. Then requested delivery date, pricing date, purchase order date. Okay. Lead time in days. So this field specifies the default lead time SAP should use while processing the requested delivery date. For example, if today's date is 10th June, okay, and lead time is maintained as 5 days, okay, then SAP automatically proposes 15th June as a requested delivery date. Okay, in most projects, this field remains blank because scheduling is calculated automatically through route, shipping point, and transit time. Okay, then date type. So this will tell SAP which date should be used as a reference during the delivery scheduling. Okay, different business processes may require different date calculations. So for standard order, this field is generally left back blank. Then proposal pricing date. So this field determines which pricing date SAP should automatically propose during the sales order creation. So the pricing date is important because SAP selects the condition record based on this date. For example, okay, if prices change every month, SAP uses the pricing date to determine which valid price should be applied. Then proposal valid from date. So this field is mainly used for quotation and contract. So it determines the default valid from date proposed by SAP. Since standard order do not have any validity period, this field generally remains blank. Then propose delivery date. So if this checkbox is selected, SAP automatically proposes the requested delivery date during the sales order creation. Instead of asking users to enter the date manually, SAP calculates it automatically using the scheduling logic. Then propose customer reference date. So this checkbox tells SAP to automatically propose the customer reference date while creating the sales order. So this feature is mainly useful when customers specify their own required delivery date in the purchase order. Then good receipt hours. So this field specifies the expected good receipt processing time at the customer location. So SAP considers these hours while performing delivery scheduling. So this ensures more realistic delivery commitment. Now let's move to the contract section. First is now most of these fields are applicable only to contract document types, so they generally remain blank for standard orders. Okay, still we'll go one by one. First one is a pricing procedure for header condition. So this will control pricing for header condition in contract. And item condition, so this controls pricing for item condition maintained in contract. Then contract profile. So this field assigns a contract profile that controls contract specific business rule. Then billing request. So these fields specify which billing request should be generated from the contract. Then we have group reference procedure. So this field determines how multiple contract references should be grouped together. Then we have RDP profile. So this field controls revenue determination or resource related billing depending on the okay. So RDP profile, so this field controls revenue determination or resource related billing depending on the business scenario. For standard order, we are not maintaining anything, and also it is not important field. Then contract data allowed. So if this checkbox is selected, SAP allows user to maintain contract specific data within the document. Then follow-up activity type. So this field defines which follow-up activity SAP should perform after contract processing. Then we have subsequent order type. So this will determine which sales document type SAP should propose while creating a follow-up document from contract. Then check partner authorization. So this checkbox validates whether the business partner has required authorization before contract processing. Then update lower level contract. So if this checkbox is selected, SAP updates lower level contract information whenever higher level contracts are changed. Then availability check. Now we have reached the final section of VOVA, and the last field is business transaction. So this field controls which ATP logic SAP should use during the sales order processing. Okay, when the user enters the material in VA01, SAP checks the stock availability. Okay, so it uses the business transaction together with the checking group from the material master and the checking group. If stock is available, SAP confirms the requested quantity. If stock is unavailable, then SAP proposes a later delivery date or partial confirmation based on ATP configuration. Although consultants don't frequently modify this field, it plays a very important role in availability check. Okay, so that's the complete configuration of VOV8. That is defined sales document type, or we can call it as sales document control. So in this video we have covered every field available in VOV8 in sequence, that is sales document type, number system, then general control, then transaction flow, scheduling agreement, shipping, billing, requested delivery date, contract, availability check, etc. For important fields like sales document block, reference mandatory, internal number range, increment, delivery block, billing block, enter PO number, etc. Okay, I also recommend demonstrating the live system impact because these are frequently asked in interviews and are commonly used in real world projects. So for the remaining fields, understanding their purpose, business use and standard behavior is usually enough. Okay, so as many of them are specific to advanced scenario like contract, scheduling, agreement, transportation or payment card. So I hope this complete walkthrough has helped you to understand VOVA from both functional and business purpose. Okay, so if you found this video helpful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends and colleagues who are learning SAP SD. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next SAP SD configuration tutorial. Thanks for watching video. Stay tuned.